Joe Lawson wants to know, what did you prefer, the WCW version of the Horsemen or the Dangerous Alliance?
I actually preferred the Jim Crockett version of the Horsemen, which I think were unique and rare and special. The Dangerous Alliance, when somebody really gets down to devoting some time to it and dissecting the members of that group, I don't think it gets nearly enough credit as it should. If you really think about who was in there: Anderson, Zbyszko, Rick Rude, Steve Austin, Paulie Dangerously. Am I missing anybody?
I mean, realistically, I've argued this on my other pods. If the Horsemen never existed, people would be talking about the Dangerous Alliance as the greatest stable of all time, I think.
If you're looking at pure talent, good Lord, I don't see how you could go wrong with that. I mean, it was, you had Paulie, who was a tremendous stick man. God almighty, it's pretty heavy if you look at that. Oh, Bobby Eaton. We left Bobby Eaton out.
Yeah, and Medusa was there occasionally. So, you've got the female aspect, you got Paul Heyman, you got some of the best in-ring workers ever with Rick Rude, Arn Anderson, Steve Austin, Bobby Eaton. I mean, my goodness.
I should have never left Medusa out. Sorry if you're listening. I'm scared of her.
Yeah, well, she's probably got a few words for you at StarCast. She's going to be there too. But then again, everybody we're talking about today pretty much is. You and Tully went to the WWF in '88. Why were you put with Heenan? You were both great talkers. Did Vince just lack confidence in quote unquote NWA guys?
I don't think so. I think, Bobby Heenan was tremendous. And, in as much as JJ will always be my favorite manager and he'll always be part of the Four Horsemen as much as anybody, Bobby Heenan was over. He was quick-witted. He was all the things at that particular time. Bobby Heenan was awesome as a manager. He was over. The Weasel thing would just completely take over the match sometimes, the chanting, Weasel, Weasel, Weasel. And, at that particular time, he had Haku in the family. He had Andre the Giant. Adding us just, told us where we were heading.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. You guys were positioned with Andre, so you're going to be a part of some big stuff. And it's worth mentioning, in that era, I think most of the bad guy acts, most of the heels had a bad guy manager, so if you were a bad guy, you were probably managed by Slick or Mr. Fuji or Jimmy Hart or Bobby the Brain Heenan. So I don't think it was that big a deal.